right, welcome back. So, Tolu, where are we so far?
All right, so at this point, we've added in the tomato sauce and our minced meat. So I'm just going to allow this cook for a bit.
So you added that to the onions?
Yes, to the
and
onions,
your
the pepper. I'm just going to add a bit of tomato puree.
Okay. And while we're on the break, I also added milk, right?
Yes.
To the flour plate, to the flour and butter.
So what you're going to notice is that, because right now it's loosened up.
Okay.
You're going to keep cooking it until it gets a little bit thicker.
Okay.
Once it gets thick, stop.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to, because it's the same process of if you're making pap, if you're making ogi, it's the same process. Once you get to the right thickness you like, just stop. Because that's why the flour is there. The flour is to thicken the milk.
Okay.
So this is our white sauce.
All right. So okay. So whilst we're still cooking our white sauce and our mincemeat and tomatoes still cooking, we'll go over to Titi as she discusses with our Blue Boat Freshio. Stay with us.
Wow, that looks so enticing already. I can smell it from here. Whew. Okay, let me try and concentrate. Blue Boat Fresh Yo was launched in October 2013 and within 2 years became the #2 brand in the yogurt category. The 500 ml bottle and its availability resulted in Fresh Yo becoming a popular pack on the go. Now this morning with me, I have the marketing manager of Fresh Yo. Her name is Bola Adeniji. Welcome to the studio.
Good morning. Nice to be with you.
And you're looking fresh, yo.
Yeah.
I've been holding that joke for a while. Oh, wow. Okay. I heard there was an amazing launch yesterday. Tell me a little bit about what happened yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday was amazing. We had a very big launch, a relaunch of brand Fresh Yo at Sheraton Hotels Ikeja, where we had all trade partners and some of the media houses in attendance, and it was really whelmed for us.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking, who are the people that came for the launch?
We had all our trade partners from all over the country who have been waiting anxiously to have Fresh Yo back in the market. Okay. You know, Fresh Yo is not a new brand. Like you said, it has been there since 2013, but went out of market last year because of a fire incident.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so everybody has been waiting patiently to have it back. Yeah. And yesterday was so exciting for everyone to finally have Fresh Yo back in the market.
Okay, I'm really glad that you guys were able to get back on your feet so well. And I know your investors are very happy as well. But when you launched yesterday, how many flavors of Fresh Yo did you launch?
We have 2 flavors at the moment. We have the plain sweet and the strawberry.
Okay, so I'm thinking plain sweet, strawberry, those are, you know, quite familiar flavors. Why specifically did you?
Well, those are, for now, what our consumers prefer.
Okay.
And we go by consumer preference. Yeah.
Amazing. So you're giving the customers what they want.
Exactly.
Which is always the best way to go, I have to say. Yes. But then speaking of consumers, who exactly are the main consumers of Blue Boat Fresh Yo?
Well, Blue Boat Fresh Yo drinking yogurt is meant for everyone, both the children, the adults. We have different pack sizes targeting different segments of these consumers. We have the small pack, the Tetra pack, which is for the children. Okay. And we also have the pet bottle, which is going to be launched later on, which is for the adults for in-home and on-the-go consumption. All right. So it caters for all segments of consumers.
All right. No, it's interesting. You know, kids are going back to school very soon.
Yeah, that's why the launch is very critical for us at this point, to introduce the Tetra pack, which is targeting the kids segment.
Because I noted, you know, back in the day, like maybe 6-7 years ago, kids were not really drinking yogurt.
Yes, yes. Fresh Yo drinking yogurt set that pace. Okay. You know, it's a trendsetter. Kids never liked to take yogurt in the past. When you were a kid, you wouldn't even remember when you took yogurt. But because of the amazing flavor that we have, and also the pack format, the packaging format that we introduced appeals more to the kids. Okay. The Tetra pack comes with a straw, which makes it convenient for them
kids.
They don't spill it on their clothes, and it's so hygienically packed. Okay. So it promotes hygiene for them, and it's so convenient for them to take the content. So, and it's the only yogurt drink in the market today that has that straw. Oh. That's the advantage Fresh Yo has in the market.
Interesting. I didn't know
And that's why children love Fresh Yo A lot.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Were there kids at yesterday's launch? Were there kids there?
Yeah, we had some of them. Okay. Emanuela was there. Mark Angel and comedy.
Okay.
You know, it's our face on YouTube. We had some YouTube videos that we teamed up with Emanuela, the Mark Angel comedy. She was there to represent the kid segment. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking now I'm a consumer. I have maybe a yogurt brand I'm already buying. So what exactly is it about Freshio that should make me, you know, make a switch back?
Well, Freshio, like I said, Freshio is a very unique drinking yogurt. Okay. It's a delicious drinking yogurt, which is enriched with vitamins and minerals. It has a refreshingly creamy taste that makes it ideal for everyone. It's the perfect yogurt drink you will always want to go for to boost your day. It has a unique taste. A taste that cannot be matched.
All right.
In this market, there's no yogurt drink that can match the taste of Freshio.
Okay, I know I'm going to be tasting
some
of that.
It's so unique and interesting.
Soon, probably later.
You can. We have it. We have the Tetra Pak right now. You can. It's available from now to be on all shelves. You know, retail shops everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay, because that's one thing a lot of people are worried about. You know, okay, they start with one brand and then suddenly they can't find it anymore.
No, we're going to support this relaunch with massive 360-degree marketing campaign across all our key cities. We ensure that we drive availability so that all our consumers will get to see Freshio at all times.
Fabulous.
We'll be driving that seriously.
So that's exactly what you're planning for for Freshio. You're going to make sure distribution is on point.
Readily available to everyone.
I have a feeling it's going to be in school bags everywhere by the end of this week.
Of course.
After
Children
the
will
holidays.
be going back to school, and of course they are just very anxious to have it back. They can't wait to have their Freshio back.
Once again, a big thank you. Thank you for coming to the studio, Bola. And please don't run away with my yogurt. Please don't run away. Of course,
you can always
have it. I have to run now over to MM. Now, she is standing by for a DIY demonstration.
From its resurgence since the 80s and 90s, the choker trend continues to be a hot topic. Though some of us have considered the trend to be dead or an overkill, the new season keeps proving that this retro accessory is not going anywhere. Like most trends, the choker is constantly evolving, and its most recent update comes with a smattering of lace, denim, shoelace, germs, and pearls. The great thing about this new way to wear the trend is that it offers a grown-up way to decorate your neck without sacrificing on style. So just in case you haven't jumped on the trend yet, here are a few ways to create your own choker necklace. And okay, so I'm going to be teaching you the 4 different kinds of fabrics I have here. And the idea is to create your own choker necklace with, fabrics that you have around the house, clothes you're not using anymore. And with that, I have my needle and thread, if necessary. You need a scissors. You need super glue, if necessary. And I'm going to be using a Velcros. Or, if you like, you could use buttons, whichever works for you. So first, I'm going to start with the lace fabric. All right. So you could also use a tape rule if you'd like. Or what you could do is you just I have my lace fabric here. So I'm just going to put it around my neck to get the measurements, because you don't want your chokers to be too big. The idea is for it to fit around your neck and look really good. So this is my measurements of my neck, of course. So I'm just going to cut out a piece here. And then I have my Velcros, which I'm going to use. So if you're making a slimmer choker, it depends on the size that you want. You could either cut it into whatever size that you're using, but because this lace is big, I'm going to use a bigger size. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut a little of my Velcros fabric, and I'm just going to glue one side. So remember that your Velcros has 2 different sides, the hard part and the soft one. So I'm just going to put this on one edge of one at the edge of my lace fabric. So just get your super glue or your needle and thread, whatever it is that you have available basically. I'm just going to glue this to the end and paste it onto the edge of your lace fabric and leave it there until it dries. And then I'm going to do same to the other side so that while I use it, I could just, you know, paste it onto it. So I'm going to use this on the other side of the super glue. Carefully, you need to be careful so that your glue, your super glue doesn't stick to your fingers because you don't want it all messy. Yeah. And there you have it. Very simple, easy. So let's see how this looks on me. And there you have it. So you could use this on a night out with friends or on a red carpet affair, whatever suits you basically. The next one I'm going to be showing you is the denim choker. So with this one, these are earrings, old earrings that I have basically that I'm not using anymore. So I just decided to stick the earrings to the denim. And what I did with this is, it's an old shirt, so I cut off the buttons, like the sides where the buttons are, and then I'm going to make a choker out of this. So I'm just going to place the other part of the earrings to the denim. And I'm just going to stick my super glue and attach the earrings to it so that it sticks and it looks pretty nice. And I'm just, of course, going to use the same method that I used for the lace, of course, with your Velcros attached to both sides, and you're good to go. Just in case you're wondering how it looks, this is what it looks like after you attach your Velcros to it. So this is another way you could wear if you're the edgy, fun type, you could wear it on a nice casual t-shirt or, you know, whatever suits you basically. Like I said, it's fun, it's edgy. Okay, so this is another interesting way to wear your choker. Well, the Ankara one seems to be trending a lot. We have seen this being used so many times. So basically what we do is you cut off a piece of your Ankara that you're wearing for maybe your Owambe, Ashwebi, whatever the case is. But in this case, I took out old earrings. These are rings I'm not using anymore, as you can see. So basically what I just did was just put it round, put it into the loop of the rings. Yeah, and here I go. It's just so that it just basically gives your chokers a different kind of, you know, feel. So it's not boring. You're not just tying an Ankara fabric around your neck. It just gives it another look completely where, you know. So whatever, you could decide to use a brooch, a little nice brooch if you like. You could decide to use earrings, whatever suits you. Just play around basically and just have fun. You know, yeah. And the last piece of choker necklace I'll be showing you here, this is quite an interesting one. And it's a shoelace. Yes, I know, right? Okay, so with a shoelace here, what you just do is make sure you go for a longer black shoelace. And well, whatever color suits you, you could also, you know, try it out, whatever suits you basically. So there are two ways you could use the shoelace. You could either tie it around your neck like this and just give it a nice bow tie at the back to give it a nice feel. See, arrange it neatly. Or what you could do is tie to the back and then bring it to the front. Give it a nice little bow tie over there. So you can wear this on your off-shoulder dress, top, whatever suits you basically. The fun about, the thing about this is just to have fun and create your own choker necklace, basically. All right. So with all of this, it is pretty sure that the choco necklace is here to stay. And there's so many interesting ways to wear it. So be adventurous, have fun, creating yours. Don't forget to tag us at TVC Connect. We'd like to see what you did with yours. And we'll go on a quick commercial break. Stay with us. It's still the Wake Up Nigeria show. All right, welcome back. It's still the Wake Up Nigeria show, and our lasagna is still in the process.
Oh my God, it's almost ready. So when we were off, what we did was that I boiled this a little bit inside hot water just to make it soft. So you can see it's not as thick as before.
Did you add anything to it?
Just salt, just like how you're making a traditional spaghetti, and just salt. So what I did was that I just boiled it then for like 2 minutes, then afterwards poured out the hot water, then put in cold water so it doesn't stick together. So now we're going to start assembling our lasagna and pop it into the oven.
So why aren't we using the silicone pan like you always? Why are we using this pan?
Because it's not cake. I don't need to bring it out after. I can serve it directly, so even if it sticks. But that is why this is going in first. Okay. So as opposed to putting in the pasta. So
what do we have here for the benefits of those joining us?
Okay, so this is our tomato sauce, our minced meats, pepper, onions, spice. The spice you use normally to cook your stew at home. Okay. So that's what we have there. So what we're doing now is
Did you put in any seasoning?
Yes, the spice.
Oh, okay.
That you just cook your stews at home. So what we're doing now is we're greasing the pan with our tomato sauce so that the spaghetti, or rather the lasagna sheet, doesn't stick to the pan. And we're going to layer it up. Before now, I already know that each layer is going to have 6 sheets. Okay. Because I'd already arranged it to see. So we're just going to arrange this neatly.
Or you could also put it vertically if you like.
Yes, anyhow. Okay. But this is just how I would like to arrange it. Okay. So just neatly, because you see, it's still really, it's still kind of thick, the sheet. The sheet. So, but never mind, it's going into the oven, so it's going to still cook and soften up. And because we have our white sauce, and the next thing we're going to put is our white sauce, because it's liquid and runny, so it can help cook the sheet as well, because obviously the sheet needs moisture. Okay, so white sauce has your flour, milk, and butter. Yes, I remember that you have to do that. Like you before melt the butter and the flour together to form a thick paste. Okay. Then you add the milk little at a time. Okay. So yeah, so we have this. What's the next thing? Can you guess?
Cheese, right?
No.
Okay. What next?
We're putting in this again.
Oh, okay.
We're putting in the sauce. No, the first time we did it was just to grease the pan. It wasn't.
So we're just layering.
Yeah, just layering, basically. We're almost done with this layer. Okay. Then can you guess what's next after this layer?
The sheet. Cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
You're catching up. So yeah.
So this is mozzarella cheese.
Yes, this is mozzarella cheese.
And you can decide to use cheddar cheese if you like.
Exactly. Depends on the flavor you like. Because there are other ways you can make this white sauce and add other kinds of cheese. Okay. And you need to add this one. Oh. There are different methods. So I'm adding sweet corn. Corn. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So I'm adding some sweet corn.
With the water?
Yeah. It's darling, we need the more liquid we get in here, the better, and the sheet will cook. So I'm just gonna add some cheese on top. It's like they're sticking together.
Of course, it's cheese. It'll always stick.
Why?
Oh, it's breaking.
Yeah, but don't worry. Don't worry. Nobody's gonna know.
Okay. So we have our.
So just put this on top.
White sauce, sheets.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce. And you just keep layering till we're done.
Yeah, right? So the last layer now after this is the sheets again. Okay. Then we just repeat the process all over again. It's as easy as that. Then we'll bake it in the oven for 45 to 50 minutes.
Well, that's a long time.
Well, yes, it is. So after this, I'm not going to even put a lot anymore.
Well, luckily, the weekend is around the corner, so you could try this. I mean, it's a long weekend, so you have all the time to try this at home.
All the time. So we just repeat the process again, and we're good to go. Now, just bear in mind, remember that you always have to put cold water once you drain out the hot water from.
It's breaking already.
Yes.
Is that good?
Because it's sticking together.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's fine. It's fine. You just have to be careful, really careful. And it's going to bake in the oven for, say, 45 to 1 hour, depending on your oven again, and how hot it is. At 200 degrees, you need it to be really high. 200 degrees.
Okay.
Well, I'll be using 220 degrees because we have more.
Cook faster.
Yeah,
right?
it could cook faster.
Okay.
And we have more liquid in it than usual. And after you finish doing the second layer, always end the top with cheese. Always end the top with cheese, and maybe you can dazzle some of your meat sauce on top or whatnot. But it has this better effect, if you know what I mean, if you end the top with cheese.
I'm pretty excited about how this turns out.
Yes.
Oh, my mouth is watering already.
I can see it. Let me just put this first.
Okay, so we're adding in our white sauce.
Yes.
I mean, why can't we just call it flour sauce? Why do we have to call it white sauce?
Because it's white.
Wow.
Who would want to eat flour sauce? If I tell you this is flour sauce, would you taste it? Answer now.
Well, I don't know.
You see? There you go. There you go.
I don't know, really. But it looks really good.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
It does. I can't wait for y'all to try this.
I can't wait to try it myself.
So I'm just put in the remaining.
Okay.
Of this.
So we have our minced meats. Could you use sausages?
Yes.
If you'd like.
Funny enough, you can, that's the thing. I always say this and I can't emphasize this enough.
Okay.
Kitchen is your playground. Try the original recipe.
Have fun.
Have fun, then develop on it and do whatever you want. You can use sausages, you can use diced chicken, you can, there's no rule that says that you can't
use fish. Can you use fish for vegetarians?
Yeah, if you like. If you are into that kind of stuff. Yes, you can. Then, see? And we are done with the
nice
cheese.
coloring. I think the sweet corn just adds a little bit of coloring to it, basically.
Yes, it does. And oh my God, the flavor is not from here at all.
Oh, okay.
So we're ending it with our cheese.
But really, is the cheese very essential for this meal?
Yes, the most essential part of lasagna is cheese, the beef sauce, and the pasta. In fact, the corn is not essential. You don't have to add the corn.
Add the corn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I imagine those those going on a healthy diet, not having this because of the cheese. I mean,
honestly, it depends on kind of diet. It depends on the kind of diet you're on, to be honest.
Okay.
Like if you're doing all these low carbs, high fats, high protein, well, this is fine. The only thing that is not fine in it is the lasagna sheets. Every other thing is fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, so
good.
Really depends on what kind of diet you're going on.
Okay. So it's final phase of the layering.
Yes. I wish we had more cheese though.
Oh, really?
I wish we had more
So this
cheddar.
is not enough cheese?
My God. You need to have the one that draws all the way up.
I don't like what you're doing to me this morning.
No! We're almost done.
Okay. So final layering, put in the oven for how many minutes again?
For 50, like 45 to 50 minutes or 1 hour depending on your oven.
Okay.
Well, ours I think shouldn't be more than 45 minutes because of our temperature is going up a notch.
Okay.
So
we put it in the oven now?
Yes.
No greasing of the pan?
Nothing
of that. Okay.
Yes,
and like Tolu always say, preheat your oven.
Always preheat your oven.
Okay.
There we go. And we are done.
All right. That was pretty
easy.
Interesting. I'm not sure about easy, but it was pretty interesting.
It was so easy.
All right.
Super easy. Let's clear this up a bit.
Okay. So while you're clearing that up, we'll go on a quick commercial break. There is more to come on the Wake Up Nigeria show. Stay with us.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and we still have some pretty exciting things coming your way this morning. Folu Agoi's I Know the Smell of My Lover's Skin will be the focus of our book review today. Mike and Harry will be bringing us the happenings in the world of entertainment.
everyone that I knew had passed away. The parents of my classmates that were on that plane had written these notes and letters of encouragement. May you find the strength and the perseverance to understand.
And on Celebrity Discussion, Chika Chukwu will be joining us later on the show. It promises to be really, really great. But it's the top of the hour, and Blessing is on standby, ready to give us the news once more.
So again, time now to check out what's making headlines across the country and even beyond. Shortly after presiding over the FEC meeting, President Muhammadu Buhari jetted out of town to his hometown in Daura, Katsina State for the Eid el-Kabir celebrations. Governor Aminu Masari and the Emir of Katsina, Kabir Abdul Mumin, received the president at the Omar Musa Yaradua International Airport at about 4 p.m. local time. Others present at the airport include members of the Katsina Executive Council and the House of Assembly and some admirers, as well as heads of security agencies in the states. And after airport ceremonies, Buhari boarded a helicopter to his hometown, Daura, where he is expected to spend the forthcoming Muslim holiday. Well, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it has recovered more than 400 billion naira and millions in foreign currencies between January and August this year. The acting chairman, Ibrahim Mago, said the commission also recovered $69.5 million, 231,000 pounds, 610,000 euros, 443,000 UAE dirhams and 70,500 Saudi riyals. Mago added that 329 billion naira was recovered from a group of oil marketers for the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation more than a month ago. He noted that the EFCC had recorded 137 convictions from January and August this year, despite the antics of some persons to delay trial. Now, against the backdrop of the monumental funds being recovered through the EFCC, a coalition of civil society groups under the aegis of the Movement Against Corruption yesterday marched the streets of Lagos to show solidarity for the fight against corruption. According to the convener, Joe Okeodumakin, the march is to create awareness against corrupt practices by issuing a red card to the menace before it destroys the country. And reacting on the call for repatriation of the former Minister of Petroleum, Diezani Alison Madueke, the group urged Nigerians to tread with caution in order not to truncate the ongoing prosecution both home and abroad. And Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has taken over the leadership of the federal government's negotiation team with the striking academic staff union of universities. Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige disclosed this on Wednesday while briefing State House reporters on the outcome of the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Buhari. He assured that the government is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring a conclusive agreement is reached soon with ASU. And the Imo State governor says the removal of Ekeoku market is the best thing that has happened to Owerri capital city. Speaking while inspecting the level of completion of various markets, which will serve as alternative for the traders, Governor Rocha Sokorocha said the removal of Ekeoku will usher in a new dawn in the state as issues of security will become a thing of the past. The governor promised to allocate shops to the traders freely for only 3 months. And the Chief of the Air Staff, Sadiq Abubakar, says it would be counterproductive for troops, particularly those involved in the fight against Boko Haram, to violate the human rights of locals and still expect them to volunteer information. Sadiq made this known at a conference of Nigerian Air Force lawyers, where he said the laws of international armed conflicts must be adhered to. He noted that intelligence gathering is crucial if the fight against the Islamists is to be won. And that's the news updates for now. Let's bring you the weather forecast.
Time now for Sports Update, and Super Mike is right here.
Yeah,
okay, for the sake of continuity, this was the polls when Titi gave me the compliment at the end.
Yeah, I was saying you look good, but...
yeah, I'm always the one giving compliments. So let's just keep this for a while. But then we have to go out of this character.
With your rainbow socks, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And your flowery shirt, as in really, dude, you're
It is
making
okay.
it happen now.
It's okay.
Titi, you don't compliment me like that. So
No,
like,
I
I don't
don't.
understand.
I don't.
Okay.
There's a reason.
All right, let's get straight to it. President Muhammadu Buhari has announced a reward of 1 million naira to each player of the senior women's basketball team, the Tigress, and $500,000 to each official for winning the African Basketball Championship in Mali. President Buhari gave the reward at a reception on Wednesday for the gold-winning Tigresses at the presidential villa. Wearing green blazers and their medals around their necks, the players presented the trophy they won in Mali to President Buhari. The president received them ahead of the Federal Executive Council meeting. The Tigresses beat defending champions Senegal in the final of this year's FIBA Afrobasket to emerge African champions for the third time. And the Super Eagles have stepped up preparations ahead of the crunch tie against the indomitable Lions of Cameroon tomorrow in a 2018 World Cup qualifier in Uyo. A full house of Eagles players have been training at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium complex ahead of the match. China-based captain John Mikelubi and Chelsea winger Victor Moses returned to the squad after recovering from injuries. Nigeria have never lost at home to Cameroon. And also the center referee for the game is Ibrahim Gahed Grisha. Cameroon trailed Nigeria by 4 points in the group. And meanwhile, the Cameroonians are leaving nothing to chance ahead of a clash with Nigeria, as their former captain and African Player of the Year, Samuel Eto'o, has returned home to inspire the indomitable Lions against the Super Eagles. Eto'o is no longer active with his country's national team, but has offered to be a liaison between the players and the Cameroon Football Federation, FECAFOOT, to forestall any problem which could affect the team's preparation. And Chippa United goalkeeper Daniel Akpeyi will not be in goal when the Super Eagles take on the indomitable Lions of Cameroon tomorrow in the 2018 World Cup qualifier in Uyo. Instead, FC Ifeanyi goalkeeper Ikechukwu Ezenwa will wear the #1 jersey in the Crunch World Cup qualifier. Now, head coach of the Super Eagles, Gernot Rohr, has revealed that Ezenwa will be in goal because Akpeyi is out of the game due to injury. The Chippa United goalkeeper got injured in the Eagles training on Tuesday. Ezenwa is the captain and first-choice goaltender for the home-based Super Eagles. Plateau United and former junior international Dele Ajiboye has been called up as a late replacement for Akpeyi. All right, now the match is tomorrow. I would just want to take your predictions today because so that let me just take it today. I know we'll still have tomorrow and then maybe the weekend, but then what do you guys think? Nigeria, Cameroon?
Oh no, I mean Cameroon has never beaten us on Nigerian soil.
Same as South Africa, and they did it.
Oh.
Well, this is not. It's not going to be the first time. The
Okay,
first
so
time is not going to be
prediction?
this weekend.
I hope not.
Nigeria is going to win 1-0.
Titi?
I don't think I could put money on this one. I have no idea. Based on the fact that they lost to South Africa,
Okay.
I'm on the edge.
All right, and then on to wrestling. The president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, and silver medalist Odunayo Adekuroye are disappointed with the federal government that they did not receive a reception like the basketball team. Adekuroye is the only fighter of a 6-member Nigerian contingent that won the silver medal to help the country finish joint 17th at the just concluded 2017 World Wrestling Championship in France. While commending the Bayelsa State government for the financial support to the team, they were disappointed that the federal government received only the victorious women's basketball team, the Tigress. All right, on that note, wrestling note, we come to the end. Yomi and Titi.
Yeah.
Titi, you dodged this time. I'll catch you. I'll get ready. All right, take it away.
All right, thanks so much, Mike, for that sports update. I'm going through the newspapers right again, and starting with The Guardian. And on the cover of The Guardian this morning, Oshimbajo takes over FG's team in talks with ASU. That's on the cover of The Guardian. And then standing ovation as Buhari attends the Federal Executive Council meeting. Awards $5.79 billion contract to Mambila Power Plant. Why composition of minimum wage panel is delayed. And D-Tigress players get 1 million naira each, officials 500,000 naira. And then still on the cover of The Guardian, Southeast governors bid to stop agitation for Biafra fails. And then billionaire kidnapper Evans arraigned, pleads guilty. And then finally, on the cover of The Guardian, Ajimobi scraps Seriki line from Olubadan ascendancy order. That's all on the cover of The Guardian this morning.
Okay, and on this day, we have how private universities forced JAMB to lower cutoff mark. Inadequate teaching facilities, amenities compel students to shun private institutions. That's quite a big story. Now, Magu, according to Magu, EFCC has recovered over 430 billion naira loot in 8 months. That's one to look out for on page 47 of this day. Buhari presides over FEC. Oshibajo takes charge of ASU negotiations, and cabinet approves 5.8 billion for construction of Mambila power plant. Wow, that's one I'll be reading. Audit report. Payee of security personnel, Abuja residents, not remitted to Treasury. Page 46. All that and more in this day newspaper.
And then in the Vanguard, we have federal government regrets ASU strike as Oshibajo leads fresh talks, blames private sector for delay in composition of minimum wage committee. We're not aware of Oshibajo's new role. That's from ASU. And then I'm guilty as charged, kidnap Kingpin Evans, with a photograph there of him and his associates. And then Fidelity Bank posts $10.2 billion naira profit for the first half of the year 2017. And then still on the cover of the Vanguard, bids to rearrest Kanu politically unwise. That's from Colonel Umar there, who's the former Kaduna State governor. And that's all on the cover of the Vanguard this morning.
As swiftly as possible to the Daily Sun. My Lord, I did it. Simple, straight to the point headline there. Evans, the kidnap kingpin, pleads guilty in court. His lawyer, however, says he was forced to own up. You can find out more about that on page 4 of the Daily Sun. EFCC recovers 409.2 billion naira. That's $69.5 million, 231 million pounds, says Magu. Some big numbers there. That's on page 37. And apparently secured 137 convictions. Okay. ASU strike issue there. Oshibajo leads negotiating team. Find that on page 11. And the Southeast governors meet Kanu over Anambra Guba Biafra agitation. Don't arrest IPOB leader, Colonel Umar warns. Find out more about that on page 39 of the Daily Sun.
All right, so that's about it on the papers this morning. We're going on a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be sitting here with Folu Agoy and talking about some poetry.